Meltdown, and today I am joined by
Peet Golan of Officer X, bass player and background vocalist.
going to be chatting today. First up, can you give us a little bit of a background to Officer X and why are you called Officer X?
Well, we're a heavy metal band, and we had just released our album Hell Is Coming on September 30th, and we're just we're really psyched about the record, and we're really psyched that people are responding to it, and especially getting across the pond too is super awesome, because I've been over there a handful of times, and I feel like people across the pond uh, appreciate music in a different way. I mean, you hear all the artists talking about it when they're on tour in Europe. Is everybody's excited about, well, the UK and Europe, but everybody's everybody's just so psyched to see bands.
Totally. So Hell Is Coming has been out a short while then. So how pleased are you with the feedback from your media and fans?
It's been great. I mean, it's a little different this day and age too, because people have been shacked up in their houses, or flats for a couple 2-3 years, and now people are just starting to get out. So it's definitely it's different, and obviously we've been doing a lot more social media and interviews and stuff, as opposed to getting in the van and hitting the road. We've done a handful of shows, and just kind of been working on content, and we actually already started working on our second album, which is just because it took. I mean, basically, I feel like the Hell Is Coming album was actually in quarantine for the same amount of time as All Us Humans, because it was pretty much done in the beginning of it. So it just, but we weren't like, why are we going to release a record and everybody doesn't know what's going on?
That's been a problem. So many bands have had shed loads of tracks written, and it's just album number 2, album number 3 already. Yeah, craziness. And the album's brilliant. I've only had it since last night, so I've been listening to it loads. If one of the songs from the album could appear on a film, which one would you choose?
Oh my. One song that I really like, and it's actually the slowest song in the record, is Salmon 7. And it's just kind of it's kind of a serial killer kind of story, and kind of, I'm not going to say it's exactly like the Dahmer thing, but it's very it's about someone that does similar things and dismembers people, and acts like a regular person in plain sight, and you'd never know. So, but it was, yeah, it's funny. Now I don't know if you guys that Dahmer special was on Netflix, I think. Yeah, it's like we happened to release the album at the same time as that, but it was it's years ago when that was I mean, not before the story, the actual things happening, but it was kind of funny. But no, I do like it. Just kind of it's a kind of a musical journey, and I think it definitely lends to a good atmosphere for a scene because of the slow parts, and there's like a crazy guitar solo at the end that kind of goes on. I think half the song, I would say, is probably a guitar solo. It's like one of those.
Cool. So the album, what formats have you got it out in? Have you got it in cassette and vinyl as well?
Yeah, I actually, I thought you were going to ask that, so I kind of went into our merch bin, and yes, we have cassettes.
Oh,
and the tapes are blue, which are pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Our little picture in there. Oh, wow, the camera. Yeah, that's right. That's working. And then obviously CDs. They're almost look like little 7 inches nowadays, but I don't even have a CD player or a tape player anymore. But hey, it's cool stuff, right?
Yeah, totally. Well, I've got a CD player and a vinyl, and I've got it all, man.
I have a vinyl record player, and we are planning to do vinyl at some point, but we just kind of it's kind of a little discouraging because it takes a long time. Like, we order it now, we might not get anything for like 4 to 8 months. I don't even know what the lead time is. Last time I checked, it was 4 months through a vendor that we know. But yeah, I'm psyched. You know what I'm psyched for is so I ordered the new Skid Row on vinyl.
Have you?
So my record player is waiting for that.
Okay, okay, no worries. That's brilliant. So you're a bit of a Skid Row fan then? I'm a Sebastian Bach fan, mate. I don't. Nah, sorry.
You're not into it?
Not at all. No, I've been a
Uh,
Sebastian Bach fan. My name's Sebastian as well. It's my
oh,
namesake.
yes.
Namesake, and I've seen Seb Bach live numerous times, and so I will listen to it. I will get round to it one day.
It is, and so that the album coming out when it was the first album that I actually waited for. They released the single, and I was like, oh, this is great. And the album is just it's like one of the first two records. I mean, the kid Eric that's singing now, he can hit those notes, and I saw him live twice recently, and it's very impressive. And I definitely I'd give it a chance. It's
I will do. I will do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I never really jumped into the other singers that they had.
No,
Oh, that's cool, but I never got until when I heard the single from this album. I'm like, holy! I mean, he sounds like
yeah.
like 18-year-old Sebastian Bach. I mean, definitely similar vocal timbre. Definitely, he's got his own slightly own style, but he fits right in that pocket.
His work with Heat's pretty impressive, actually. I should give it more of a go. I will do.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to your band, right?
And you.
So can you tell us a little bit about the album cover, because that's really interesting, and do you intend to have that framed in your home?
Yeah, I actually have a poster up right over here. I don't know if it kind of looks like a bunch of shit over here if I'm not gonna turn my camera over there. Yeah, like mic stands and boxes, so you're not gonna say that. But yeah, it's done by this artist Preston Crane.
Okay.
And we're actually going to do more work for him. Rodrigo, our singer, has been where we shot a video for the song Red Prince, which is the second song on the album.
Right.
And it's kind of like this in recording studio kind of thing. And I think we're in talks of having him do the single cover for the song. So, but I definitely want it. I want it framed. Yeah, it's great. And it's something that Rodrigo worked with him on, and there was actually a second part of it that didn't become part of the package because we had a different band member in it, and he actually drew us as creatures that you see on the cover. So, but that was pre-pandemic, which is crazy, So yeah, we look different like years later. And yeah.
Awesome. So can you tell us plans for the rest of the year, and would he be touring this album imminently, and are you going to try and get across the pond?
I'd like to. I mean, yeah, if you got any promoters and stuff that are trying to bring bands over, yeah, we're definitely down. I mean, we don't technically know anybody over there, I think for the end of the year we're kind of laying low. Rodrigo's in Brazil till mid-December, and I think we're either releasing the Red Prince video in December or January after the New Year. I think probably more after the New Year, just because everybody's so preoccupied with the holidays. Like nobody, if it's not a Christmas album, I don't think anybody's gonna care. Or but next year we're definitely. I mean, right now I think we're focusing on kind of East Coast stuff because it's within reach, and more cost efficient.
Absolutely.
For us.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So do you intend to do like live feeds or anything like that when you do play live?
We did one in August, and we might do that again. It was a really cool setup, and it was in the city of Lowell, which is in Massachusetts, and it's like in this artist complex, and they have this like fabulous stage with lights. You'd never know it was where it was. So, and they're actually opening up as a live venue, and so we're gonna try to get back in there, And we are doing I think December 7th, we're doing Tufts University radio station performance, which I think will be live streamed. Yeah, 'cause I mean, I don't think they're actually on the real radio anymore, you know. So yes, so we have a stream coming up. It's December 7th on WMFO.
Awesome. Right, make sure we follow you then on Facebook and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So, if you could make up a supergroup of musicians that are alive, including yourself, who would you have in your band?
Oh man, I'd say that's a strong question. Uh, so many choices. I mean, my definitive supergroup was the David Lee Roth Eat 'Em and Smile lineup.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, this is just bonkers. You know, these guys are all, you know, but that's not fair because that was already a supergroup, right?
Yeah.
God, I don't know. I would say Zach Wild on guitar, on drums, shoot, Mike Portney or someone of that caliber that can do pretty much anything. On bass, I don't know, someone solid that just plays in the pocket, like maybe Duff McKagan. And I'm just throwing names out, like people that don't overplay, you know what I mean? Or because you could say it's Claypool, but everybody's going to say that, right? You know, so and on vocals, oh man, I don't know. It's weird because in like maybe shoot, we have Tracy Guns on guitar as well too. He's awesome. And on vocals, shoot, I'm sorry, King Diamond.
Okay.
I don't know, that's stupid, but I'd have to get back to you on a good solid supergroup.
Cool. No worries.
Oh, what's crazy though is whenever like supergroups get formed, like do you remember when like Stone Temple Pilots departed with Scott Weiland?
Yeah.
And then they got the singer, I think it was from Alter Bridge or something like that, and released a record. And then the Stone Pilots band, Stone Temple Pilot, yeah, no, I think they did that. And it was kind of like it was all right, you know. It's like if all the chemistry isn't there, you know, it's like kind of never as great as you want it to be in your head, you know. But do you have any super groups that kind of
probably Rob Halford on vocals. With came back.
Yeah.
Bassist Geezer Butler, drums Tommy Aldridge.
I was gonna say Tommy Aldridge.
Lead guitar, I don't know.
I just didn't want to date myself. So.
Just trying to think who I'd have on lead guitar. Just can't think. My brain's gone blank now. It's gone.
See, that is how I felt. I'm sorry.
I just can't think. My brain's gone. I can't think.
There's just so many great musicians. It's kind of hard, and then you're like, oh well, would this chemistry of people will be actually good?
My brain's totally gone.
You know who I love as a frontman is and vocalist is Ginger from the Wild Hearts.
Okay,
He'd be a great one. I remember one of my bands were signed to a label like 15 years ago, and the A&R guy, you know, it was when The Darkness came out, you know, and I was like, this stuff's awesome. He's like, oh, if you like Darkness, you got to check out the Wild Hearts, which it wasn't really that close, but I get why, you know. But I took such a deep dive and like got all their records, and they're a great band.
Eddie Van Halen lead.
Oh yeah.
There you go. I was just trying to think. I couldn't think. My brain wasn't working. All right, mate. So the next one then, sort of leading into that then, what song do you think has the heaviest riff of all time? Any song.
So it's you know, I think the Rage Against the Machine, Take the Power Back. And I know it's not, that's kind of like rap rock, but I think it just got this like crushing groove, you know, that, I mean, just that a lot of the tunes off that first record are like insane, and they're metal riffs. I know he's like rapping over it, but
True. So which song on your album has the heaviest riff then?
on our album, I would say it's that our last video for Hellfire. That's got that. It's a weird like 5/4 style riff, but it's definitely it's something really cool and original about it, and it's got a vibe. It's fun to play.
I love the title, Hell is Coming, and do you not think hell has already arrived?
That was yeah. That was kind of the joke, and the album was originally going to be self-titled, and then we were working on the Hellfire video, and when you shoot a video, I mean, we must have did like 20 takes, whether it was full group or individuals or two of us together, and just playing it over and over again. After that, I kind of went to Rodrigo, and I was like, the hook in Hellfire is Hell is Coming.
Yeah.
And but it's funny because this song was written before Hell was here. So, but yes, but that was the thing. I was like, well, Hell's it seems like it's already here, So no, I'm in agreement with you, but it worked, and there was continuity with the music itself too. So
cool. So can you tell me what was the last song you listened to today?
It was the first track off the new Skid Row record, actually, because I was playing it for my girlfriend. Yeah, I've been geeking out over the record. It's just the newest thing in my rotation,
okay.
I'm just excited to hear, bands that we grew up with. Sometimes, as bands get further in their careers, it's more about the hits that we grew up on, and to have them release something that I was like, shit, this is like as good as what I was into back then, so I'm loving that feeling. I'm very excited to hear the new Last in Line record.
Cool. Yeah,
that's cool. With Vivian Campbell and
I couldn't think of any, even my brain went blank again.
Well, yeah, that's on the spot. Are you familiar with them?
Yeah, absolutely. Dio's Disciples as well. I used to love Dio's Disciples until they did the whole fucking Ronnie James Dio, whatever we call it.
Hologram thing.
No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
But I've Dio's Disciples, and I've seen Last in Line as well. Fantastic. But yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely a great band. So I think that's coming out next week or so or something like that.
It is, yeah. Cool.
So yeah, excited for new music and reason to get new vinyl.
Absolutely. So can you give me 4 words then to describe Officer X?
Awesome. Is driving, melodic, and metal. I don't know if those are. I mean, that's
cool. That's cool. So can you tell us why we should check out Hell is Coming?
It's a great journey of a tune. It's got a cool video, performance video, and it's a neat tune. It's kind of got that heavy riff that I was talking about, and it kind of goes into this weird. You wouldn't notice it, but if you sold all the tracks, me being the bass player, it kind of goes into this really like subtle funk groove that I kind of started playing when we were writing the song, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to fit, but after we demoed it a few times, and that's the part where Rodrigo's singing Hell is Coming over it. It's kind of you're playing like this like dance groove, but you're saying Hell is coming over it. So it's kind of cool in that way,
Brilliant. So now it's just 5 questions, either or either. So the first one is small, intimate gig or festival.
I like the small, intimate gigs.
Cool.
But festivals, I played a handful of them in my time, and it's definitely cool, just to kind of be backstage and there's tons of bands, Yeah.
Saint or sinner?
Sinner, disguised as a saint.
Yeah. Okay. Vinyl or digital?
Vinyl, definitely.
Definitely, man. beer or pizza?
Oh God. I vodka. Tequila. No, I definitely I love them all, but I think beer because I believe it or not, I if I could put down a whole pie myself because it'd
I,
probably feel awful after.
yeah.
I just can't stop eating pizza. So it's like it's kind of I try to stay away from it because then you get I get heartburn from it and stuff. It's
Yeah.
just awful. You wake up in the middle of the night, be like, oh God.
Um,
The thing about pizza too is like it's difficult in my household because I like to get like pepper and onion pizza, pepper onion mushrooms like my favorite, and this is controversial, but Hawaiian like
yes.
pineapple and ham. Oh, I love it. But my girlfriend and her daughter like they only like cheese pizza.
Right.
It's like so we always have to get more pizza and then I end up eating the whole pie because I get the one they don't want, and like I feel like so that's why I kind of was hesitant towards picking pizza because it's a hot topic here.
All right. So the final one is: if you were stuck in a lift, who would you rather be stuck with, Joe Biden or Kermit the Frog?
Kermit the Frog. Oh, I want to hear some Miss Piggy stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Ones they didn't show on the show.
Absolutely, mate. Well, again, I want to thank you so much for your time today. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks for listening to Sebastian's show. Definitely check out Hell is Coming. and we haven't really promoted it yet, but we opened up a merch store on our website, officerxmusic.com, and we got a couple different shirt designs, and you can get our tape and CD there. And if you dig our music, please share it with your friends if you know anybody that has playlists or anything like that. And yeah, if you got any connections for us to come to the UK, please send our music their way because we'd definitely love to go over there.
You are rising from the rubble. Viestinen genom psykedeliska